I spend the majority of my time watching 1,000 Pound Sisters for Amy and Tammy Slaton, despite the fact that I am a huge fan of all of the Slaton siblings. It is technically true that Amy and Tammy are the main characters of the well-liked unscripted show that debuted in the year 2020. Nevertheless, several of their other siblings also receive major screen time. Despite the fact that I enjoy keeping up with what Chris Combs, Amanda Halterman, and Misty Wentworth are doing, I am not interested in watching the show evolve in order to give them more screen time. When I pay attention to the show, my primary objective is to acquire additional information regarding the weight loss adventures of Amy and Tammy. Recently, the 6th season of 1,000 Pound Sisters was broadcast, and it was plain to see that the other Slaton siblings were included in a greater number of episodes than is customary. This season was distinct from previous seasons in which Chris, Amanda, and Misty would spend the most of their time with their more famous sisters. Both Chris's skin removal procedure and Amanda and Tammy's feud were among the most significant topics that transpired throughout the season. Despite the fact that Amy and Tammy were still the show's most prominent stars, they were experiencing a greater degree of spotlight sharing than usual. My preference would be for the show to concentrate on Amy and Tammy, despite the fact that it was enjoyable to learn more about their siblings. For me, the show 1,000 Pound Sisters will always be about Amy and Tammy, despite the fact that Chris, Amanda, and Misty are all wonderful people. In order to follow their great adventures to lose weight, I tune in. At the time of the show's debut in the year 2020, Amy weighed over 400 pounds. She underwent bariatric surgery and had a remarkable weight loss of 125 pounds in order to achieve her goal of becoming healthy enough to have children. After that, Amy Halterman gave birth to 2 sons, whose names are Gage and Glenn Halterman. Her life was completely transformed when she became a mother. Following the dissolution of her marriage to Michael Halterman, which lasted for 4 years, she is currently dating someone else. I tune into the show because of her tale. The popularity of reality television has reached an all-time high. Here are some of the top reality TV shows that are now available to stream or watch, even though there are so many to pick from. In addition, I listened to 1,000 Pound Sisters in order to hear Tammy's narrative. At the time of her first appearance on television in the year 2020, Tammy weighed more than 600 pounds. However, she would go on to gain much more weight over the course of her career. At her heaviest, she weighed 725 pounds. That was her highest weight. Her health concern caused her to give up on even attempting to reduce weight, and it was then that everything changed. After being brought to the hospital and placed in a coma by medical professionals, Tammy came to the realization that she needed to take action or risk dying while attempting to do so. Tammy was able to shed an astounding 500 pounds after undergoing bariatric surgery and receiving treatment for her addiction to food. Chris has gone on an unbelievable adventure to lose weight ever since he made his debut on the show 1,000 Pound Sisters. He has been inspired by his renowned sisters to pursue this path. When Chris was originally introduced to his followers, he weighed more than 400 pounds. Following bariatric surgery in 2022, he experienced a rapid weight loss of 150 pounds. The remarkable before and after pictures of Chris were shared on Instagram by his physician, Dr. Eric Smith, in the month of March 2024. One side of the picture is a picture of Chris before he lost weight, and the other side is a picture of Chris finishing a 5K run that was taken not too long ago. The path he has taken to lose weight has been entertaining to watch, but he does not post on social media very often. In the 6th season of 1,000 Pound Sisters, Amanda went to the clinic, where she discovered that she had dropped from weighing 299 pounds to 268 pounds between the 2 seasons. Chris has been working hard to achieve his goal of becoming eligible for skin removal surgery ever since he recently lost weight. The skin removal procedure that Chris underwent took place during the 6th season of 1,000 Pound Sisters. Chris and Brittany had a meeting with Chris's surgeon in the hospital room following the surgery, as shown in a video that was uploaded to TikTok by TLC. Upon leaving the hospital following his treatment with his wife, Brittany Combs, who was 36 years old, he appeared to be a completely different person. In spite of the fact that I am a huge fan of Chris's, I do not want his tale to receive more attention than the stories of Amy and Tammy. Although every single Slaton underwent bariatric surgery, Amanda underwent the procedure not once but twice. In 2017, Amanda underwent her initial surgical procedure, and shortly thereafter, in March of 2023, she underwent a revision procedure with a different physician. The results of Amanda's first surgery were significantly more dramatic than she had anticipated, and she shared the before and after pictures on her Instagram account. The results of her second operation have not been as favorable. Amanda went to the doctor during the 6th season of 1,000 Pound Sisters, when she discovered that she had dropped from a weight of 299 pounds to a lighter weight of 268 pounds. With only 31 pounds under her belt, Amanda's weight loss was a sad revelation. The presence of drama and strife appears to follow Amanda wherever she goes. The knee injury that Amanda sustained prevented her from being able to exercise, which resulted in her reaching a weight reduction plateau. Amanda's love life is not only a source of constant entertainment, but also a journey that she is doing to lose weight. During the time that she made her debut on television, she had just completed the steps necessary to divorce Jason Halterman. At the conclusion of the 6th season of 1,000 Pound Sisters, Amanda relocated to Florida in order to be with her boyfriend RJ. Now that he had left town and ghosted her, she found herself back in Kentucky and once again without a significant other. At the moment, she is in a relationship with a new man named Leonard Moore, and she seems to be more content than she never has been before. The journey that Amanda takes is not only amusing, but it is also one that is full of mayhem and drama. The fiery-tempered mother of 4 children appears to be in a constant state of conflict with one of her siblings. During the 6th season of 1,000 Pound Sisters, her conflict with Tammy was one of the most prominent stories. During the previous season, she engaged in a physical altercation with Amy. The presence of drama and strife appears to follow Amanda wherever she goes. Although Amanda is a really fascinating person, I believe that she is too emotional to be the main attraction. Due to the fact that Amy and Tammy are the reason I watch the show, I really hope that the creators of the show do not make them share the attention with their siblings. Ms. Slaton, Tammy. At the age of 38, 500 pounds were shed. A. Slaton, Amy, 37.5 years of age, 169 pounds were shed. A. Combs, Chris, 44.0 years of age, 150 pounds were shed. It is Amanda Halterman, 43.5 years of age. She shed 31 pounds. Teresa Slaton Wentworth Misty. At the age of 48, she shed 74 pounds. This is Brittany Combs. At the age of 36, who knows? The reality television world has given us countless shows that have left a lasting impact on pop culture. From the drama of Keeping Up with the Kardashians to the intensity of the Real Housewives franchises, there's no shortage of spectacle and emotional roller coasters. But for many viewers, one show that has resonated deeply is 1,000 Pound Sisters. The TLC show, which first aired in 2020, has captivated audiences with the deeply personal, often raw and emotionally charged journey of 2 sisters, Amy Slaton and Tammy Slaton, who are struggling with severe obesity. Their experiences, their challenges, and their victories have touched the hearts of millions. Amy and Tammy Slaton's story is one of struggle, resilience, and transformation. It's not just a story about weight loss, it's a story about family health and fighting against the odds. Over the years, the show has chronicled their weight loss journeys, focusing on their battles to achieve better health, overcome personal demons, and manage complicated family dynamics. However, as the show progresses, there have been signs of changes, particularly in the way the show is structured. In recent seasons, viewers have seen the focus shift toward other characters like Chris Combs, Amy's brother-in-law, and Amanda Halterman, Amy's sister, whose storylines, while important in their own right, seem to detract from the heart of the show, Amy and Tammy Slaton. As much as I appreciate the new perspectives, I find myself growing increasingly frustrated with the shift in focus, and I fear that if the show continues to force Amy and Tammy to share center stage with others, I may be forced to stop watching altogether. Why? Because for me, the heart of 1,000-Pound Sisters is undeniably Amy and Tammy, and without them at the center of the story, I just don't think the show would have the same magic. The heart of 1,000-Pound Sisters, Amy and Tammy Slaton. At its core, 1,000-Pound Sisters is about the lives of two women who happen to be sisters and their struggles with obesity. It's about their shared experiences, their unique bond, and the deeply personal transformations they both undergo. While their health issues, weight loss struggles, and family dynamics are central to the show, what makes it truly compelling is the way we watch Amy and Tammy interact. Their relationship is complex, filled with love, rivalry, and a raw authenticity that many reality shows lack. Amy Slaton is the more lighthearted of the two. She's often seen as more energetic, funny, and optimistic, even in the face of serious challenges. As a mother, Amy's journey is not just about losing weight, it's about becoming a healthier person for herself and for her children. Her determination to improve her health is inspiring, but it's her personality and her ability to find humor in difficult situations that make her so relatable. Amy's journey is one of courage. She's fighting for her family, for her own happiness, and for her future. Tammy, on the other hand, has struggled more with her weight and health issues. Her journey has been marked by setbacks, and her emotional and psychological struggles have been an important part of the show. Tammy's story is heartbreaking at times, and watching her fight for control over her health and her life has been incredibly emotional for viewers. Her journey has been slower, more complicated, but it's just as significant. She's a woman trying to reclaim her life and face her demons, and we watch her attempt, fail, and try again, time and time again. What makes Amy and Tammy's relationship so interesting is that it's real. The show doesn't sugarcoat their dynamics or the tensions between them. At times, they argue and bicker, but there are also moments of deep love and support. They're family, after all, and as with any family, they have their ups and downs. But no matter what, the bond between Amy and Tammy is undeniable, and it's that bond that has kept fans invested in the show. Amy and Tammy's shared journey is what draws viewers to the show. They are two very different people who are facing similar struggles, and watching them navigate those challenges together is incredibly compelling. Whether they're celebrating small victories or dealing with their setbacks, it's their journey that keeps the show grounded and relatable. The shift toward other family members. In recent seasons, however, there has been a noticeable shift in the focus of 1,000-Pound Sisters. While Amy and Tammy are still at the center of the story, their screen time has been overshadowed by the involvement of other family members, particularly Chris Combs and Amanda Halterman. Chris Combs, who is married to Tammy, has become a more prominent figure on the show. While Chris is certainly an important part of the family and his weight loss journey is noteworthy, his storyline feels disconnected from the essence of what made the show so compelling in the first place. Chris's journey has overshadowed Amy and Tammy's to some degree, with his own struggles with weight loss, his medical issues, and his dynamic with the Slaton sisters taking up a significant portion of the show. While his presence adds depth to the show's narrative, it can also feel like the focus is no longer on Amy and Tammy, the original stars. Similarly, Amanda Halterman, Amy's sister, has been introduced more prominently as the show progresses. While Amanda plays a supportive role in the sisters' lives, her increased screen time has been another shift in focus. Amanda's weight loss and her personal journey have added a new layer to the family dynamic, but it sometimes feels as though the spotlight is being stolen from the two women whose lives we've been following since day one. The issue with this shift is not necessarily the involvement of Chris and Amanda, it's the balance. The show was built on the premise of focusing on Amy and Tammy, and while it's great to see other family members and their struggles, they shouldn't overshadow the main characters. For me, the appeal of 1,000-Pound Sisters was always rooted in watching Amy and Tammy's journey together. The two sisters and their bond were the heart of the show, and when that heart gets diluted by too much focus on peripheral characters, it changes the essence of what the show is about. Why I watch 1,000-Pound Sisters. Amy and Tammy's transformation. I'll admit it. I watch 1,000-Pound Sisters for Amy and Tammy. I'm emotionally invested in their stories, their struggles, and their growth. Their journey is powerful, raw, and incredibly relatable. For someone like me, who has followed the show from the beginning, it's hard to imagine continuing to watch without that central focus on the Slaton sisters. Amy's journey in particular has been a huge source of inspiration. Her determination to lose weight and become a healthier version of herself is something that resonates with viewers. She's made incredible progress, but the challenges she faces aren't just physical, they're emotional. Watching Amy wrestle with her self-esteem, her body image, and her role as a mother has made her journey more compelling than just another weight loss story. It's about reclaiming her life, fighting for her family, and finding her happiness in the midst of personal struggles. Tammy, too, has been through a roller coaster of ups and downs. Her weight loss journey has been much slower, but it's been just as significant. Tammy has struggled with addiction, health problems, and emotional pain, but watching her fight for a better future has been just as emotional and powerful. Her vulnerability and honesty about her struggles have made her a relatable and complex character. She's not just a person trying to lose weight, she's a person trying to survive and thrive, and that makes her journey more meaningful. When Chris and Amanda get too much attention, it detracts from the very core of the show. Sure, Chris and Amanda have their own stories, but they aren't the ones I tune in for. I want to see Amy and Tammy. I want to see their growth, their challenges, and their victories. Without that central focus on the sisters, I fear that the show will lose what made it special in the first place. The risk of losing what made 1,000-Pound Sisters special. If the show continues to shift its focus away from Amy and Tammy, it risks losing the magic that made it so captivating. Sure, Chris and Amanda add new dimensions to the family dynamic, but at the end of the day, it's Amy and Tammy's story that keeps viewers coming back. If their journey is no longer the focal point, the show may lose its authenticity and its emotional depth. For me, 1,000-Pound Sisters is more than just a weight loss show. It's about family, struggle, and triumph. It's about watching two sisters, despite their differences, come together to face the challenges of life. It's about watching them grow, make mistakes, and continue pushing forward. Without that central focus on Amy and Tammy, I'm not sure the show would have the same impact. I'm not saying that Chris and Amanda don't deserve attention, but I do believe that the show needs to return to its roots. It's Amy and Tammy's journey that has made the show a success, and it's their relationship that viewers want to see the most. If that's not at the center of the story, then I'm not sure I'll be interested in continuing to watch. If 1,000-Pound Sisters shifts to focus too much on Chris and Amanda, I'll have to consider walking away. I watched the show for Amy and Tammy, nothing more, nothing less. If they aren't at the center of the story, then I fear the show won't be the same, and that's not something I'm willing to invest in anymore.